Most world leaders wear suits. It's a universal sign of diplomacy, tradition, and power. But one leader stands apart: Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Why does Zelenskyy refuse to wear a suit, even during high-stakes meetings with world leaders like President Donald Trump? On February 28, 2025, President Zelenskyy met with President Donald Trump at the White House. This was a critical meeting. Trump has been skeptical of continued U.S. support for Ukraine, and Zelenskyy was there to make his case. But beyond politics, something else caught people's attention: Zelenskyy's outfit.
He's all dressed up today.
Unlike Trump and other U.S. officials, he once again wore his signature military fleece and cargo pants. This led to criticism, most notably from Brian Glenn, chief White House correspondent for Real America's Voice, who directly confronted Zelenskyy, saying,
"Why don't you wear a suit? You're the highest level in this country's office, and you refuse to wear a suit. Just want to see if you do you own a suit?"
Zelenskyy's response was straightforward.
I will wear a costume after this war will finish.
In Ukrainian, the word kostyum means suit, but his message was clear. He will return to formal attire when Ukraine is no longer at war. Before Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022, Zelenskyy dressed like any other world leader: formal suits, ties, and polished shoes. But the moment war broke out, his image transformed. His clothing became a statement, a reminder that Ukraine is still fighting. By wearing military attire, he sends a message that he is not a politician in a palace. His look reinforces unity. He dresses like his troops, showing that he is one of them, not separate from them. It's a direct contrast to leaders like Vladimir Putin, who governs from a distance, always in a suit. Another noticeable change in Zelenskyy's appearance: his beard. Before the war, he was always clean-shaven, fitting the polished image of a world leader. But after Russia's full-scale invasion, he stopped shaving, letting his stubble grow into a rugged, unkempt beard. This isn't just a style choice. It's another symbol of Ukraine's fight. In military tradition, growing a beard often represents endurance, resilience, and defiance. It signals that a leader is not focused on appearances, but survival. It also aligns him with his troops, many of whom are on the front lines, unable to shave regularly. Just like his military clothing, his beard reinforces the message. He is not separate from his people. He is one of them. Zelenskyy isn't the first leader to use clothing as a symbol. Fidel Castro famously wore military fatigues throughout his leadership, even in diplomatic meetings. His reason? To reject traditional political elitism and show that he was always a revolutionary, never a politician. During World War II, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill wore a siren suit, a one-piece outfit designed for air raids. It wasn't just practical, it symbolized wartime resilience and unity with the British people. Like Churchill and Castro, Zelenskyy's clothing choices aren't random, they are strategic. They shape how he is perceived both at home and abroad. Zelenskyy's choice has received both praise and criticism. Many see it as a powerful wartime statement. His military look helped rally billions of dollars in aid and international support for Ukraine. But as the war drags on, critics argue that Zelenskyy should return to formal diplomacy. Some believe that continuing to wear military attire in peacetime discussions makes it harder for Ukraine to transition into long-term stability. The debate is clear. Should he keep reinforcing Ukraine's wartime struggle or start signaling a shift toward diplomacy and recovery? Zelenskyy has made his position clear. He will return to suits when the war is over. But as global support for Ukraine shifts and new diplomatic challenges emerge, will this approach continue to work? His military attire is more than just clothing. It's a message. But how long can that message last?